Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to the fourth of our Balloon Market podcasts. This time we talk to Ted and Betty Vlamis. Now, Ted and Betty Vlamis, well, basically they are the people that are responsible for the Qualatex brand. They've made Qualatex what it is today. They've created the Qualatex brand. And they're still working the business. They are in their 80s now, I'm sure they wouldn't mind me telling you that, and they still work day to day in the business. So back in February 2016, I went up to the Spring Fair at the NEC in Birmingham, and they were there, and it was the first time I had met them, and we just had the opportunity to sit down and have a chat. It was completely unplanned. I had nothing prepared and we were just going with it, and I have to say they were a real pleasure to talk to. They were really nice, couldn't give us enough of their time, and the thing that came out the most was their passion. And they talked about how basically there's no way they can succeed without their customers succeeding, and it's just so inspirational to listen to them. If you do want to see it on the screen, it is BMTV 56. So just go to the YouTube channel, Balloon Market YouTube channel, and you can check that out. Just do a search for 56 in the search facility there. And yes, I hope you enjoy the interview. Ted and Betty are the leaders, the inspiration, the passion behind Pioneer and the Qualatex brand.
Lots of passion.
So thank you guys for joining us today.
Oh, it's
and
so wonderful
thank you
to
for
be
doing
here.
this. I really appreciate it. Now, a lot of our customers are, in effect, your customers as well, and I'm sure they'd just be interested to know a little bit more about you, a little bit more about the business, a little bit more about how you created this amazing, well, passionate company that is Pioneer and the Qualatex brand. So, should we start by how did you get into this business?
Oh, I'll let you handle that
That's
one.
a long story. But basically, we were out of work, looking for something to do.
Notice we were unemployed.
Right.
Okay.
And we had the opportunity to get into the balloon business, not by buying a business, but by acquiring a manufacturing plant and a customer list, because the company had been run by a medical products company.
All right. Okay.
And making medical gloves is similar to making balloons.
Yeah.
So the medical company was trying to run the balloon business like they were running a medical company. It didn't work.
All right. Okay.
So we had a chance to do something different.
Oh wow.
And everybody thought we were crazy.
Yeah.
But we loved it. We loved it from the very beginning.
So that was your first step into the balloon business,
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
that? Fantastic, fantastic. So you obviously started. It was a few years ago, and you've grown the business to this side. What, for anybody starting out right now, what one tip would you give them starting their own business?
I would say learn as much as you can about the basics. You know, why, first of all, balloons are magical. You know, I mean, just about everybody loves balloons. But the other thing is, I think like any product, you need to know your product.
Yeah.
But even more important, you need to know your customers. And I think that if you are starting a business, you need to find out who your customers are and what their needs are, and then help them be better customers, and you will grow your own business. I think that's more or less what we did with Pioneer. We felt that if we can help people make more money selling balloons, then they will give us a part of their business.
So it all comes
a lot
backwards.
of it was built on education, and the fact that balloons are not just you can look at it as a product, you can look at it as a system, you can look at it as just making people happy and things like that. But I do think that there's more to a balloon than just a balloon. Is not just a balloon.
Yeah.
It's more than that. And of course, if you use the very best balloons, that's the best.
The very best balloons are
Qualatex.
Qualatex, of course.
I would add just one other thing in that regard. That is, anybody starting in business needs to understand that there's only one reason that we're needed in business, and that is to take care of customers.
Absolutely.
And our job, the retailer's job, manufacturer's job, distributor's job, is to make our customers successful. And the retailer needs to make that consumer successful. That's the only reason for being in business.
Absolutely.
So we have to make sure that we focus in on how do we create for the consumer the best experience possible. Birthday party, wedding, anniversary, whatever celebration. And so that's our job. If we start with that as the basic premise, then I think we have a very good chance of building a successful business.
Yeah, that's very true, very true. Look after the customers and the rest looks after itself, sort of thing. Yeah, that's fantastic. You guys are still day to day in the business,
Right.
which is fantastic, and you still have that passion. You still seem to be as enthusiastic as anybody I've met here at the Spring Fair. And how do you manage to maintain that passion and that drive to succeed?
Oh, because we work with great people. I think we have a fantastic team, and I think they keep us enthused about what we're doing, the new ideas, the innovation. You know, when we started out in the balloon business, we never dreamed that what people are doing today with balloons in terms of the decor, in terms of, you know, they twist these poor little balloons get twisted and made into all these shapes and everything. I don't think we ever dreamed that it would be what it is today.
Yeah.
So I think it's the other people and people that are you know, that we meet that give us the enthusiasm and the passion that we hope, you know, comes across.
It does definitely come across.
And we see so much more that can be done. You know, those of us in the business think everybody knows about balloons. That's not true.
Yeah.
That's only a small portion of the world's population that really has any experience understanding balloons. So it's our passion to say, how do we share that with more and more people?
Yeah.
So it's self-energizing to make sure that we're constantly looking out further and further ahead in terms of saying, how do we get everybody to have more fun, more enjoyment in life, and to satisfy everything that they'd like to accomplish themselves.
You know, one of the funny things is, you know, our company has mission statements and all these kind of things, but one of the things that we put in there, and this has been for a long time, we said, at the end of a couple of days or a year or whatever, you really have to have at least 51% fun. In other words, it has to be more fun than it is anything else.
Absolutely.
And if you're not having fun, then find someplace you can have fun.
Well, why would people do things they don't enjoy?
Right.
I've never understood it, but some people do.
May.
Yeah.
But it's a fun business.
So I understand, Betty, that you approve every design that goes through. Is that true?
No,
Okay,
that is
all
not
right.
true. I don't approve every design. In fact, some designs I see for the first time when I'm here.
Oh, right, okay.
So I don't approve every design. What I am, I'm responsible for the creative department.
I see,
So
okay.
basically the people that essentially design, create, and execute those designs really are sort of under my wing, so to speak. Now, on the colors, if there's a new color, I get very involved in new colors. And those I do have to approve.
Yeah.
But as far as the designs are concerned, I sort of turned a lot of that over. At one time, I was very involved. We have a tremendous team. We have good product managers, and they work with the creative department. And the creative department in Pioneer actually does the designs, whether it's for the UK, which has different designs at times, a very different interest than, say, people in Mexico or Brazil or Australia or Japan.
Yeah.
But all of those designs do flow through essentially the Pioneer's creative department, sort of like our own internal ad agency.
Yeah. So of all the designs and all the colours that you've ever had in your career, do you have a favourite? Either of you? Both of you?
I would tell you from a balloon perspective, because we make all kinds of shapes and sizes. But I love the 6-inch heart. I think that's the most underutilized balloon that we have.
Really?
And I think it's the prettiest balloon. And I just think there's so much that can be done with that. Just saying a simple thank you with a thank you
We've
6-inch hearts.
In fact, we were talking the other day. When we were traveling, we used to take 6-inch hearts with us.
Oh, really?
On a little stick, and we'd leave them behind in the restaurant or something.
That's
saying,
such a nice idea. Yeah.
Thank you, and stuff like that. And we said, we haven't done that for a long time. Why haven't we remembered to keep doing that? So I think what we'll have to do is the next time we travel, we'll have to get some
That's
more
a really
6-inch
great
hearts.
idea. You could leave that with a tip or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we used to do.
And we had this one occasion, and you tell the story better than I do.
We were in a coffee shop outside of Providence, Rhode Island, actually in Newport, Rhode Island. And the waitress was just having a terrible day. We're sitting at the counter, and she was pushing coffee out, all of this, and very upset. And so we just had our coffee and our donut, and then I left the thank you balloon, Ted and Betty, in my coffee cup and went to the cash register to check out. She brought that balloon and the stick. She said, "Is that for me?" I said, "Yes, thank you for taking care of us." She said, "You know, I've had a lousy morning, but this has made my day."
Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't that
That is
wonderful
really
story?
A
nice.
simple
Oh, yeah.
little 6-inch heart balloon made her day.
So that's balloons bringing joy to that
Exactly,
lady that was having
exactly,
such a bad
exactly.
day. Oh, that's a lovely story. Anyway, I could ask you, in fact, let me ask you one more. Can I ask you one more question?
Of course.
Okay. You're here in the UK.
Right.
You live in the United States. Okay. Chocolate. Hershey's chocolate or Cadbury chocolate?
Oh, Canterbury.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. No.
And
no
the
question.
darker chocolate,
the better.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Love dark chocolate.
And actually, we have been to Hershey's, Pennsylvania,
Oh, right,
the town
okay.
where the whole town smells like chocolate.
Yeah.
The whole town smells like chocolate, really?
But I think we really enjoy the.
Well, Cadbury World isn't very far away from where we are right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So
Well, and
you should head
Ted's
over.
more the chocolate person than I.
I've got a problem with chocolate. I eat too much of
I
it.
love real super dark chocolate.
Anyway, I've taken up enough of
No,
your
this
time
is
today.
Great. This is just wonderful. We
Terrific,
so
man.
enjoyed just
Well,
visiting together with you. It's really great.
Yeah, I really do appreciate your time, and it's lovely to talk to you. Everything that people say about you is absolutely true.
Well,
Which is all good things. All good
some
things.
things.
Careful what you believe.
Some of the things they say may not be true.
No, but it's all fantastic. So thanks very much.
Thank you.
It's been lovely to
Thank
meet you.
It's just
Thanks a
wonderful.
lot.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I think you'll agree that Ted and Betty are a real inspiration in the industry. It really was so nice to meet people that are still so passionate after so many years. As I explained in the interview there, they can only be successful if their customers are successful, which I think is absolutely true for all of us, and it's something we try to live by. So we're always trying to help people to be as successful as possible. So there we are. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to the next one with you.